How was your 100 years? Was your 100 years like broke? You never had nothing. Goggles, right? That you put on your face and you look literally in another world. Technology is moving faster, but I also recognize that like I'm not getting smarter. Music. He's like, yo, what's up, G? I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So this is again, we're back to you now. What do you do that can be paid for? Right? What can you be paid for?
I think you could be paid for like almost anything, really. Like you can.
But like paid for.
Paid. Like
okay, because I could be a dog catcher. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So what can you be paid for?
Well, I mean, I could be paid for like just literally posting on YouTube if it were to catch.
Just you.
Just me?
Yes, you. What can you?
Okay, literally just me.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So I can't make money off of YouTube like that, guys. I don't know what y'all thinking. Just myself?
Why? No, I'm not even like that. But I'm saying essentially is that like you specifically, yes. What can you be paid for?
What can I be paid for if I
like your highest potential? Like you could just I'll make $1 million right now. You, Monica Cruz. What can you be paid for?
I think I could essentially in the future be paid for.
No, don't do that. I think you can make $1 million right now. I think you can add that much value to someone. Wow. Right? What can you be paid for? What can you be paid for?
But I have to have a product to sell. I can't just be like, yeah.
What would that be?
I have a lot of ideas. I would say the retail, my merchandise, my music.
I think you have great music.
Oh,
no, I think you have great music.
It could get better.
Listen, come on now. No, I think we understand that there's levels to this, right?
Yeah.
Right. But let me explain. Let me put this in perspective, okay? I'm gonna put this in like some like big perspective here, okay? What's $100 to a 6-year-old kid?
A lot. Your mama's gonna put it away for you. It's a lot of money.
To a 6-year-old kid, you think you're rich.
Yes.
You think you're rich, right?
You're like, oh, I'm ready to retire.
Right?
Yeah.
So, what's $100 to a billionaire?
Chunk change.
But that's okay. Now, okay. What's $100 to a 100-year-old?
That's still a lot of money, I would think.
You think?
Yeah.
You think that's what happens?
I don't know. They're like, back in my day, it was a quarter. Nah. And then they like just stay there staring at the money. Like, how much do I need now?
Oh, I see your perspective. I didn't see it from that. I didn't see it from that angle. I think you're right. But my angle I was thinking more of was like, $100 means nothing. Because now you're older and you're like, your mentalities now is like, I want to experience life. Like life is. The money is.
I think once you know the value of what you're getting, then you're like, oh, okay, it's nothing. Like, oh, if I'm gonna get an airplane trip to whatever Bali and it's only $100, like hell yeah. But if it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to Las Vegas and it's $100, I'm like, hell no, I'll drive 4 hours. You know, like it depends. Maybe the gas is the same. Who knows? So I guess it just really depends.
Oh, I need a tablet, Sarah. I need to draw this.
Oh, he's gonna draw it for me because I got the dumps.
No, dead ass. We need a tablet so I can draw on the screen. Chat, if you want a tablet, put it like this. Hey, take a second to put in the comments that you see us. Like, yo, look, I'm still here. What's up? Let's get it. And just like, yo, just check us out. Keep logging. You know, follow, subscribe. We don't know what that means yet, but do something similar to that. The one thing I'm curious about is to draw, right? Because let's say, for example, you have this old lady, this old person who's just got $100, right? Like, what matters right now in life, right? Like, my life, I have like, I'd rather spend time with my grandson. I don't want to go shopping. What am I going to use this $100 for? Like, that doesn't mean, but it also depends on like the type of family you have, right? Like, how was your 100 years? Was your 100 years like broke? You never had nothing. You've always lived from house to house. Like, you had a struggle of a life. Is $100 like, or you know, because what happens, I think, when you're 6 years old, you
don't have any struggles.
You don't know what life is like.
Yeah.
So that $100 is like, no matter, everyone can, I mean, you can have very different lives, even in 6 years, you know, you can have a horrible life. Not saying that, but I'm saying that, like, in general, the mass people of the population, I think there is something like that everyone can relate to, you know, like the Cinderella story, or like, you know, Beauty and the Beast. I think everyone has like Pinocchio, right? Oh, I know, dude. The life. Did you watch that?
Which one?
The Pinocchio,
the live action one.
Yeah,
no,
man. I was like,
well,
yo,
you know, these Disney movies, they always have like some underlying theme that actually relates to like real life. They always teach a lesson. But
Pinocchio, the live action one felt like it was a little woke. It felt like it was too much. But
really,
but even when I think the old school, like Cinderella, you know what I mean, Mulan, like, come on now, Mulan, like The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. There's like, when you're 6 years old, dude, every 6-year-old loves that movie. You know what I'm saying?
I still love it. I mean, I still love it as an adult.
But like, you see what I'm saying? Like those moments that we all share.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, $100 to like a 6-year-old and $100 to a 100-year-old. I hope at that time I'm more wiser.
It just.
You want to bring your mic down?
It just also.
Oh, you want to pull it down? Yeah, you good. It's this little. You have to grab this little elbow here. It's like a weird. We out there.
I was like, I know I moved it over.
So
it also, I guess it also depends on like the other person that's receiving that $100. You know, like, yeah, like how you said, like how they've been throughout their life, like.
Yeah, but I would hope that, like, you know, there's some hope and dreams in there. So that's when I was asking you, like, in terms of like $1 million, right? Like, you could be paid for right now. But when I'm seeing $1 million for you, right, is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's a big number. But in general, what I'm saying is that, like seriously, I think you could provide that much value. You know, I think sincerely, I think you could provide that much value. Like, I could even say, even in an overnight sense, like, hey, you sat there and worked on your craft. You know what I mean? Like, you've been in the lab. You're like, cool. I'm learning how to produce. Come on now. Like, yeah, you're not fucking, like, you know, and yes, obviously using tools like, dude, we're about to use AI. What you mean? Yeah. He's going to draw us pictures. Absolutely. Yeah, I did that. I told AI to do that. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, learning how to use words to create. I think there's value that you could provide instantly. That can enrich your life, you know? Because that was the kind of, I think, the meaning of the question, right? What can you be paid for? But anyway, I still think you kind of, I don't know if you answered it, but what can you be paid for? Like, what can you be paid for? Obviously anything, but like, yeah, like what, like, man, dude.
I would say you can honestly be paid for like anything though, because
Get excited. I love it.
There's literally, you could be like a random overnight celebrity and be like, oh, I sneezed into this napkin, and somebody who's obsessed with you will pay for that napkin.
Yo, for viral. Oh, she had to get close now. Viral, you're right.
Yeah, it will pay for that napkin.
You got to go viral.
The rest though, right? Yeah, you got to go viral, yeah. Oh, me?
Yeah. Do you want to pull down more, Sarah? She needs it down more?
Am I too loud now?
No, you straight. So, okay. So then I'm curious then. If it's anything, then I'm going to go into kind of the final phase. We're going to the final phase, guys. We're at 8:20.
Alrighty.
Let's get it. So we're going to make it quick. We're going to make it like a snapshot, okay? Okay. What do you love?
Snapchat. Oh, I love art.
Okay. What are you good at?
I'm good at creating.
Wait.
You want me to?
No, I thought you. Oh, is that okay? I thought it was.
I thought you just wanted me to generalize it and just give an answer. Sorry.
We just went through this whole deep talk about all these answers, and now you're ad-libbing. I'm like, wait, I'm not prepared. Where are you going? Don't leave without me. But if you're there, that's creating. Call it. What are you good at? Is creating. Call it. I'm done. All right, let's do it. What can you be paid for?
My skills.
Okay. And what does the world need?
The world needs balance.
Okay. All right. So what do you love is art, right? What the world needs is balance. That is your mission. Your mission in life, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you're ready right now. I told you we're going in there. Yeah, she was not prepared.
I have this whole conspiracy theory on like my literally like my existence, my name, like my numerology, everything. So go ahead and tell me.
We're going deep. Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
Down the brainstem, down the rabbit. This is Alice in Wonderland. We just went there. Okay, so listen, this is a full episode here. Okay.
I need more apple juice.
Yeah, we need more apple juice. I need, no more water for me. So what you love, okay, that is your mission, right? What do what the world needs, that is your mission. So that balance and love, okay? Now, explain, what does mission mean to you?
Your goal, like a goal. What you want to achieve. Where you plan to see yourself. Oh, thank you.
I got you.
Hey, okay, so what do you plan to see yourself? That's your mission.
Like a mission, yeah. Like what I want to achieve, thank you.
Chan. So okay. I think I see mission the same. I think mission is a sense of like you are tasked to do something in life. It's like I hate to say like your purpose.
Yeah. No, because you can have many different paths, but yeah, it's definitely like how you said it.
Oh, I guess that's fair, right? Your purpose could be many different things. But isn't a purpose is kind of like your kind of like what you should do, right? Doesn't purpose imply should?
I feel like
your mission?
I feel like purpose is kind of like predestined in a way. Like the way like it sounds like it would associate with predestined.
So no decision you can make can change that.
For purpose?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's like a mentality thing. Like,
perspective.
Yeah, perspective. Like there's some people that are like heavy into religion and they're like, oh, my purpose is to the word of God or this and that. But only after they got into all of that, because before they had a different purpose.
Sure.
Or they went through hardships or went through whatever that kind of sent them on a different path or on the right path.
And what's the difference between a mission and that?
A mission is
because you could fail a mission.
Mission, yeah, you can fail a mission. I feel like between a mission and a purpose is like you definitely have an understanding that it's something that is continuous.
So true.
And a mission is something like you achieve it and it can end or it can continue going. I would say. Sure. Yeah, you could like reach it and it's like, okay, well, this mission is done. What's the next mission? Right?
So okay, that's I think it's the question, right? Like, do you listen, guys? I'm not sure my brain can go here right now, but we're gonna try. So is a mission to you like you're thinking as if like I think a mission is life though, right? Because you're right. At some point you live your life, but at some point it ends, right? Like the mission will end, just like anything. Like purpose in life. Your mission in life, I feel like are almost one and the same, but I guess it wouldn't be the different words. I guess maybe that's fair. That's interesting to see it from that perspective. So your mission, right, is to do what you love, right, which is art, right, and I guess essentially provide what the world needs, which is balance. So somehow through your art, provide balance to the world, right?
Ooh, yes. Yes, I think you're spot on. That's how I feel, actually, yeah. Like, just provide comfort in some way. Like, if that brings balance to the fold, then good. But I really think, like things like that kind of inspire people or, like, help people out in ways that bring balance.
That's an interesting perspective, though, to think about.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a thought.
Oh, okay, Confucius.
I'm thinking. All right, so we move on to the next one. What is a profession?
A profession? What you are educated in?
Ooh, educated in. A profession is what you are educated in. I think a perspective is your craft. I think it's not just much of being educated. I think it's more of like experience.
yeah, experienced. Yeah, definitely something that you're into your craft. You're experienced in it. Yeah.
But I guess you're right, because you can experience something and not learn shit. So maybe that's not. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is education. Maybe it's like you're
knowledgeable in it
You're
at
sure.
least, because I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, my profession is a doctor. Oh, you went to doctorate school? Nah, I watched General Hospital last night, but it's my profession now. Like I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, like I know where this bone is and that bone is, so like yeah, I guess you would say my profession's in nursing now.
Sure.
Like no, like I think it's something that you really have to like study or like be not knowledgeable.
He's like, look, listen, honey. I don't. I don't even. You know what I'm finding though? I'm finding what I think is interesting, that there's like some really good content creators that know their stuff. But there's some people in my neighborhood. I'd be like, yo, listen. You should probably watch their videos, man. Like you might learn something too. Do you kind of feel like the profession that you have, not specifically you, but do you feel like the profession that people have is something that you should be proud of?
I think people are proud of their professions when they love it, but if it's something that they feel like, oh, well, I spend so much time educating myself on this, like I have to have something to show for it. That's when they're like, oh, like I'm not really into it as I was before. Or I don't really even use this in my everyday life or like whatever. And then they become better at something else or, pick up a different profession. I think a profession is just like a skill set or like something that you've studied or something that you've dedicated your time into.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then this is your profession. So what you were good at, you mentioned obviously helping people, right? You mentioned I'm really good at serving and helping others. But you also said something about creating. You're very good at creating. And that's really interesting, that dynamic there. Like serving and helping and creating, right? Like helping someone create things. Like that's really cool. That's dope, right? And then you also said, what can you be paid for? And you said literally anything. Like, no, like literally anything. I can literally be paid to help create anything for anyone. That is what your profession is.
You literally can, though. You can.
Like, you literally can. Like, you're like, I think that's really cool to kind of see how that plays out.
Yeah, like, sometimes I'll go to sleep at night. It's random. I'll go to sleep at night and be like...
It's like magic.
No, it's not even that. I'll, like, go to sleep with the thought, like, people really get paid to just be voice actors. Like, nobody's got to see their face. They're literally just, like, talking over cartoons, like, having the time of their life. Like, how do I get into that? I just start thinking, like, the randomest thing, like, these people do this. I wanted to do this when I was younger. I wanted to be a professional taste tester. How's that gonna, in my adult life? Like,
Right.
Like, I still think about these things. Like, people are really getting paid out here to do like YouTube and content creators.
Just like what's
all
it?
they gotta do is
To this day, though. To this day, I'm sorry, but like them, like what is it called, Sarah? Is it Mumbak? What was that called? When you have like these people mukbang.
What?
you know what I'm talking about on YouTube, where like they'll have mukbang. Hey, Google that. Mukbang. Yeah, right. And they'll have like these big dishes of like this gooey redness, and you're just like watching someone with the ASMR mic, right? Just hearing them, just like I don't want to get in the mic, okay? But like in the mic, okay? Just destroying. like it was the best gummy, like whatever red sauce thing this is in my entire life. Yeah, and you'll be tapping nails and scratching your ears. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
No, okay, now it sounds like I watch it, but hold up, I do not. Okay.
It's satisfying.
You what? Yo, look, I'm thinking like, yo, that's crazy. I just can't imagine wearing headphones and just watching someone do that. So
you think that's crazy? I went on to TikTok one time and like I hardly go on there. I have it and like I don't even use it and it's already gonna be like banned, right? But anyways, I went on there one time and it was like a whole like freaking, it was like the swamp meet virtually or something. Like I don't know. But anyways, I like slid the little thing down and the next thing I know, there's this chick just literally laying in bed. She's just laying in bed sleeping, and then like all these horrible sounds come on, like bees and like freaking like hammers, and she's like, they're literally like sending her stickers, or like, you know, like people have to actually pay to like do stuff like that, or like have her like be uncomfortable, and I'm like, she's literally getting paid to like be annoyed. Like, people are doing this. And then the next one switches to like somebody being like, oh, we got crystals right here, like, you know, like shoveling out like crystals, like freaking like amethyst, and like, it's crazy. I was just like, what the heck? Like, this is like, my brain can't comprehend this, but you can do anything. This is literally the world in like one little in the phone. It's crazy. You can get paid for anything.
We're now talking about the metaverse, dude. Remember that, dude? I remember sitting there, like, we're looking at, like, okay, we're looking at these like goggles, right? That you put on your face and you look literally in another world. Like, we're not talking about like, you know, hey, we're just gonna turn on the video game here, we're just gonna press the little tube here, and then we're gonna sit down on our little controllers and play Halo. You know, we're like, no, like, I got a sword. And I'm looking at my homie, his mouth moves, and he's like, yo, what's up, G? I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, what's up, G? We're talking about Marvel movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
like the graphics and everything have like gotten so much better. Like, they blow your mind every single time.
Imagine like being able to be like, you know what I mean? Like, not like actually in that shit, but like you got the two things, and you're like the audience is like running with you, and you're like, oh, what's up, yo, Billy? Like, we're like in the movie. Like, I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, but you're.
It's like when you go to the movies and like you feel like, oh shoot, it's raining on me. It's like little waters like hitting you. Yeah, I'm honestly thinking like, oh, the next thing they're going to do is kind of like those Google glasses or whatever, but they're going to like shoot out holograms, kind of like Tony Stark style. And then we're going to be like, instead of 3D glasses, we're going to have those. We're going to be like, oh.
It's crazy. I'm just saying that like there's so much to life. And I felt like it's getting faster. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're getting old.
No. Like
the progression, because I think like the progression with technology is slowing down. Well, for us, like I feel like
interesting.
Like we could have had so much more things. We've been talking about flying cars and all of this stuff, and we're barely getting to like emissions free. We're barely doing that like eco-friendly stuff.
You know, I never think of it that way. I never think of that we're slowing down. I've always thought about it speeding up. Is that weird? Maybe but I'm also one of my favorite investors. His name is Ray Dalio. Okay, and he talks about the ever changing of the world, where it has its cycles, where we live in cycles, right? And so you have one period of time, right? That one period of time, and it's like a predictable cycle, and then you can predict this modern history within that cycle, and we're just going to continue those cycles, right? But I feel like that's true in terms of world order, but I think it's very different in terms of like actually people's lives, right? Like technology is moving faster, but I also recognize that like I'm not getting smarter, right? Someone is smart enough to keep up, and you know what I mean? Who's smart enough to not just keep up, but push on and be like, yo, look, let's get involved. Let's you know. I feel like it's we live in this world, like your profession needs to be paying attention, like to the real thing, right? Because we're all fighting for attention right now. Ray Dalio is like, dude, listen. Even Gary Vaynerchuk always talking about like who got your attention. And I'm like, yo, I be watching a lot of like YouTube. And I'm realizing like, dude, I don't even give my own attention to our taxes. Not like but like I pay my tax, but like actual where my tax money is going, what's going on with my community, how can I be better involved in my family's life? Like this thing is taking so much attention that it pulls you away from like, man, I could really get things done, right? So I wonder how to use this, if it's taking my attention, to divert it to make more of an impact, not only in my personal life, but the community as well. And so that's why I think yours is so interesting, because you say, I can do anything. Like literally, I could do anything. There's people out there making money off of selling stones and all. Like you have to understand that you could literally do anything. And by helping people, right, create things, you are literally a creator, right? Like literally. like your profession is creator and you get paid for it. And also have the potential to be doing paid really, really, really well with it. Imagine if you mix that with your mission. Your profession was your mission, right? Because it is something you're good at. It is something that like your, how do you say it? Shoot, I was on a roll. Damn, I was killing it. It's something you could be paid for, right? Right? It's also something that you love, right? You love art. It's also something that you need, right? You need balance. Isn't that so cool if that was your mission, right?
It is.
Your profession to go and do that. I think that'd be really cool. Just what's your thought about that? Any comments, thoughts?
I think it's cool. I wanna chime in. So, you know how I said I have like a whole conspiracy theory on like myself and like my purpose. So, my first name actually means like advisor. It's random, advisor. And I thought, or like counselor. And I thought that was always funny because I'm just like, who am I going to give advice to? Who am I going to counsel? But a lot of the times people are like over here, like asking me for advice or like coming to me like for a shoulder to like cry on or like, you know, I guess just to feel like supported. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then, what else? My middle name, it means like tree of life. It comes from the tree of life, the ancient yew tree, which is also poisonous.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, I think it's funny because it's like they used to use the yew branches or whatever out of, to make bows, I guess, like for archers. So my middle name also kind of like means like archer, but also like tree of life.
Yo.
So I thought that was cool. And then obviously my last name is Cruz, which it translates to cross, but like in different forms that it takes, like it could mean intersection, or I think crux also means like I forget what it means. But it's pretty much like when you get to a spot and like, that's it. Some shit like that. I don't remember. Like I would have to look it up. But yeah, I just like, I find like interesting like meanings like for my name. And I'm just like, what does it mean? And then my numerology, like everyone in my family, we're all sixes. Whatever that means. 666. My phone number, it's 666. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just like, I didn't pick that number. I'm just like, the universe gives me like random stuff. So like I'm telling you, like I have this whole conspiracy theory, and hearing this, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
I am the chosen one. I'm just kidding. No.
But one of the things I think is that what I find is interesting. We don't really know what life can be like. In all in the grand scheme of things, we're really young, you know? We're like a blimp of time. But if we can always turn a situation, right, any situation, like like into a positive one, right?
Yeah.
It's just all about the way you look at it. And that's why I love what you mentioned. It's like, it's really about your perspective. Like,
yeah.
It really comes down to like, you know, you could be whatever you want to be. You could literally do that, right? There's people literally doing it.
You need
right?
the discipline and the motivation, and that mindset, you know, like.
And I think you also need a village.
Yeah, the support system, or
right. You know, you can
something to keep you going, something to keep you motivated.
Right. These pyramids weren't built alone.
No.
It takes people. It takes friends. It takes you like some united front, right? Mm-hmm. Like a community, a group of people that just want to be able to support. And I think that's really cool. And so, you know, I support your mission. You know, what is it? And dope. I love your profession, dude. Let's get after it. Okay.
Thank you. Let's go. Let's get it.
So now, we're gonna talk about the next two sides.
Okay.
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 Shoot, actually, Sarah, it's 8:45. It's getting late. How much time we got? You want to run it back? Are you tired?
Yeah.
Seriously?
All right, y'all. So you're gonna catch us on number 3.
Are you really tired?
I'm joking.
Okay, sure. I was about to say, let me know, Sarah. We can go. Okay. So it's 8:45. We can always run it back.
No, I'm just like, let me have a few more beers next time so I can get a little bit, like, get in here, get woke.
Dude, what are you talking about?
It's just like, these ones are hard. I'm like, I don't even know if you like just keep rephrasing them because you're like, this. Like,
No, hell no. I think what's cool is that like, I'm especially off camera because I would love to. Actually, probably on camera too. I'm down. We can go into that world if you're okay with just completely not pivoting off of this, but like let's save this for another day. I think we did some work there.
Okay.
I think we did some work. Okay, like so. One of the things I find, and I'll make it quick. You okay?
Go
Oh,
on.
okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just looking at Sarah like, yo, look. I know I gotta be up at like 5 a.m. Okay, fam. But we out here, and I'm sorry I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm just like, this conversation is really good. So my question for you, right, is having conversations, right, with people.
yeah.
Actually sitting down and having a conversation, right? There was this time back in college, right?
Okay.
That I was chilling with a really good friend, and excuse me, this was after college. So me and my friend used to do solar. So it was like me and this Asian guy. He was a really cool cat, and we would do solar, and we would like knock doors all day, and not like maybe get like 2 or 3 appointments, right? Trying to like get some people to sit down, trying to get some sales. Like it was rough, and this was like right after I graduated high school. Actually, I think I came back from the military at this point. It was one of those scenarios I was really thinking like, actually, this was before the military. This is one of the scenarios like me and this friend was like really just trying to get together and chill out. So I went to Claremont, and I never been to Claremont before, outside of going to like Claremont Village. But like
Yeah.
Claremont is gorgeous.
It is, yeah.
It's gorgeous. Like it has this like scenery of people and things that you can do, and I think it's pretty awesome, right? But then I realized like I never get to explore it, right? Never get to go out there and see what's up. But I had this friend, and he's a dancer, and he would always go to the colleges. Like the Claremont has colleges, right? There's
Yeah,
like,
they're just like open, I guess.
yeah. It's like this. Literally, college students go and roam out all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I hate to say it, but like, if you ever come out to IE, it's one of the most gorgeous things to just walk around at night, right? That Claremont Village area, it's gorgeous, right? So I was walking through it, and we went to this bar spot, and the dude was playing live jazz, right?
Ooh, okay.
Like I'm trying, what I'm saying? Okay, listen,
You're like,
guys,
this is a whole vibe.
this is a whole vibe.
Yeah.
This is a whole type of vibe, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a moment where you're thinking like, dude, this is a night.
You're like, I'm coming
dude
out
was
of college again.
dead ass. I'm thinking this is cool. This is like a life, right?
Yeah.
And this is, so you got this like live jazz playing, right? This got this music in the back. The people have the drinks on the sit. That's like it's this long hallway with a little zigzag to it. It's like cool. It's a really cool ambiance, dope spot. Loved it. It was an awesome experience. And we go back to his place. We're chilling out. We're chopping shop, right? We're sitting down like at like he has this like this little indent. You know the old school things, like you would walk up, right? And instead of it going like upstairs, it would go downstairs, and there would be like a table and there have pillows, and you could just like go into like a cove in the middle of the house. It was legit.
What?
Absolutely amazing.
I lost you.
So he walked into the front door.
Yeah.
There was like an indent to go down.
Okay.
And it had like a little small table, and you would sit down. It was like a Japanese, like
That's
Claremont. Swear to God, this is real. So me and him would go, and we would just talk and just have a chat, just about life, and just interacting with like just each other and having like a moment of time, right? And that's my question for you, right? When you get to talk to people, right? When's the last time you had the feeling of like, dude, I had a great day. It was like a journey, like pre-COVID, like, you know what I mean? Like where two people were able to get like, what's up, brother? What's up, chilling? Like to see you. Like friends could just have an interaction with each other. Like high school, you used to hang out at your best friend's house all the time. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like being a kid. When was the last time you've been a kid?
Yeah, I feel like definitely pre-COVID, because I did get to see like a lot of my friends beforehand. During COVID, not so much. And then even now, I haven't really interacted with them as much as I'd like to. So I haven't really had that for a while. So I would say the last time that I got to be a kid was definitely pre-COVID, and I feel it. I feel like I'm not as fun, or like I can't just be like, oh, let's just go out and do that, because things are like so different now. Like you kind of have that in the back of your head now. Like I don't know if it's just me, but you're just kind of like, oh,
I'm here.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think there was a time where you used to feel like you could sit down with someone and just have a conversation and be kids. Like in a way of just being where you don't have to be worried consequences or like what's gonna happen or like, yo, like literally as if like you had no worries.
Yeah, like everything is just like you're just there, you're having whatever you're having.
It's the best moment of life.
Yeah.
You know? Like nothing, dude, literally nothing could go wrong right now. Like this is it. Like I could do this, right? I feel like that's the best part about a kid, is always able to see that it's all, dude, what do you mean they're, what? Tomorrow's gonna be amazing, Brand. Tomorrow we're gonna, like, you're always excited.
Like, stop overthinking. Like, it's take a day
You
by
know?
day. Yeah.
Right,
like,
dude.
yeah.
What do you mean? Today's gonna be a great day. Let's go. And then at night, every day, you're like, oh, tomorrow's we're gonna have, like, it's never, you're never thinking like,
you're for sure always hype when you're a kid.
yes, you're not
Yeah.
like, fuck, tomorrow I gotta go do this. I gotta,
Yeah.
you know? And I wanted to take a time with you, you know? I want to take time with people where we could just sit down and just have a moment of time to talk about things and have fun and enjoy and not have to worry so much about tomorrow, right? Just to be able to be like, yo, right? Not worry, but be excited for it, right?
Yeah.
And not run away from it, but actually like, yo, let's build it. Let's build it. Why not? If you're out there and you're sitting there thinking to yourself like, man, my situation is going in a direction I want to go or whatever, right? Right? But you're like, man, I want to do something. Then let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Why not? Let's start. You know what I mean? And I think that's the best part. Sitting down with people who are excited and want to be able to, you know,